Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I wonder if that's the real Connor Stallions. Will the real Connor Stallions please stand up? Mrs. Mac, what up? Yes, yes, yes. Here's all the information. You got about another 4 or 5 weeks. So far, so good. A lot of people have booked a room. The tree wants to leave the ACC already? They're not even technically in it yet. I think they're not officially in it for like another 6 weeks. July or something. That's pretty good. 5-1's pretty good. I didn't. Speaking of, I won't spend a whole lot of time talking about the cruise because tonight, your boy Traveling Fools is going to do a live stream at 10 o'clock, and he's going to have a guest on there. He's going to have this guy on there. He's going to have this gentleman on there, who has a travel and food vlog channel, and he has a whole bunch of videos and content on here about cruises. So he'll come on, and I'm going to try to join the show as well and ask this guy some pertinent questions for all of the novice cruisers out there. I didn't realize that there was like a professional cruising community. They just go hop from one cruise to another. Let's watch one of these guys' videos in a minute here. I'm just curious. What do we got here?
The only one to talk right now.
Well, good morning, Scott. What's up, Ballard? Wahoo, Brad. All right, let's see what this guy's all about. Let me turn off this rave music. Turn that off. All right, let's see what we got here.
So no communication at all. That means no talking, no elbowing, no headbutting. So please, Your backs need to be firmly
So I don't know what-
on the seats behind
I don't know what cruise this is on, but this is on a cruise ship somewhere.
you. Yeah, 55 years, that should be easy for you. That should be easy. Okay. Second request, please be as honest.
All right, I'm gonna.
Specific as
I don't know if it's just showing this.
Yeah, think that.
Showing this, whatever this is. That's what it seems like. That's all that is. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. Where's a Carnival one? Carnival, Alaska.
What's going on, Cruising fam? Now, today's vlog is going to be a super fun and exciting and unique vlog. Now, if you've been following me along on my Alaska journey, I've taken you out in the port of Juneau. I've taken you out in the port of Skagway.
Here's a good reference for people that want to know what size the rooms are like. This is the typical cruise ship room here. They're not big. I mean, there's a bed, a dresser, a TV. Well, most of them anyway. A bed, a dresser, a TV. Well, it's like if you take a typical like Holiday Inn or whatever a room and just shrink it, that's what it's like.
And
obviously a bathroom and a shower.
To be exploring the port of Tracy Arm Fjord. Now, the reason why this port is so unique is we're actually not going to be getting off the ship, and 90% of people here are not also going to be getting off the ship. There is only one excursion in Tracy Arm Fjord, and that is a small glacier boat that will take you much closer to the glacier than our large Carnival Luminosa ship will, and you'll be able to drink some glacieritas. You'll be able to take
glacieritas.
But Brady and myself are not doing that. We are spending the day at sea here as we go up the fjord, turn the ship around, and come on back. Now, Emily the naturalist, I'm going to open my door here.
Naturalist. We can now see South Sawyer Glacier from the ship. Right now it's over on our starboard stern, so off the starboard side towards the back of the ship. The glacier is approximately 3 miles away from us, but it extends more than 15 miles up towards the Stikine ice field.
He said no one's going to get off the boat to see the glacier up close. Well, I wonder why.
900 square miles.
I want to go see the glacier.
This is roughly the size of Delaware and Rhode Island combined. The face of South Sawyer Glacier is a 1/4 mile wide, over 200 feet tall, and reaches another 300 feet below the surface of the water.
Yeah, I go see it now before it melts.
Glaciers in Alaska is melting faster than it's growing. And it's
Oh, see? Just told you. She said it's melting faster than it's growing.
per year. We'll be staying here for a while to drop off the next small boat excursion group, so be sure to go outside and get some photos while we're here. Our ship can't get any closer to the glacier today because we're seeing lots of icebergs. But remember, we're only seeing the tips of these icebergs.
Oh, yeah, just the tip.
90% of the iceberg is above the water, and the other 90%
Just the
lies
tip.
below the surface. We can see some icebergs that are white around the ship, some even appear clear, and some have that deep blue color. And you might be wondering
They made a movie about this, sailing into a glacier.
Blue is simply due to
The
the fact
Titanic.
that this ice is extremely dense and compacted, with all the air squeezed up out of the ice as it accumulated over hundreds of years in the ice field.
And look who I found, Mr. Brady. And we are coming out here to show you the fjord a little bit.
No, not for nothing. Okay, and Alaska seems like, I'm sure it's absolutely beautiful to go see Alaska. But on a cruise ship, though, I mean, like, I don't want to be on a cruise ship where I have to wear a coat and a hat to stay warm. These people are all bundled up here. That doesn't sound fun.
And we didn't even plan that, so I will show you here what I mean about the fjords. Holy, holy.
I mean, that's beautiful and all, but
Right here is one of the little glacier boats that I was talking about, where you can get those glacieritas. But then, man, look at that fjord. We can't get any closer because
I'm assuming a glacierita is just a margarita,
just being a natural.
and they just call it that.
We have to stay from here, but man, oh man. I'll show you a little bit here. Put this fun times in my pocket so I don't fly off the ship, but I'm gonna do a little like 360 here so you guys can really see all this. And everybody is out here too, looking at the fjord. It's like a big old fjord party out here. I don't even know if that's a thing. I think I just made that up, but it's like a big old fjord.
They did have pools, I just saw. They must be heated.
Oh man, look at this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Man, oh man. Future
Yeah, there's
wife,
somebody in a hot
this
tub
is,
right there.
A little note for you. We will be coming back here and be doing all of the wonderful once-in-a-lifetime things. So, future wife, once you watch this vlog, leave a comment below, and I'll know you'll be ready to come back to the fjords with me.
All right. So you get the idea. That's him. I don't know the guy's name. I guess we'll find that out tonight. But anyway, there's his channel, Controversial Cruising. For all you hardcore cruisers out there that need information, that's the guy to go to, I guess. My friend's parents live in Anchorage, Alaska. Yeah. Like I said, I do want to go to Alaska. It sounds, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of fun stuff to do there. I just don't know if I'd want to do it on a cruise ship. And no, I definitely wouldn't want to live there either. No, thank you. All right, well, you guys want to do some news today? We haven't done news in about a week. I may regret this, but we'll give it a whirl.
Breaking news from the PigskinPeete YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's about right, Nick. Today's news, Trump, Biden, Biden. AOC and Nancy Pelosi. That's about 80% of the stories, probably. But, of course, I'll just skip right over those because nobody cares. Tornado. Oh, for all of the people that live in the Midwest, hope you're staying safe. You've had a hell of a lot of tornado activity over here in the past couple of weeks. And about 4 or 5 different states, too. Powerful tornadoes and storms swept through southwestern Michigan Tuesday evening, destroying homes and businesses and injuring several residents. Scenes that could play out once again in the central to eastern U.S. on Wednesday. That's today. At least a dozen people were injured at a mobile home park. Yeah, that's the last place you want to be during a tornado, is in a mobile home, obviously. Here's a picture here of said mobile home park, and you can see a couple of them are just completely destroyed. It says nobody was killed, but a lot of injured people. According to the Storm Prediction Center, at least 10 tornadoes were reported in Michigan on Tuesday. Hail the size of softballs was also reported in some parts of the state. Somebody, who was it yesterday, was talking about it was hailing in Georgia. I can't remember who said that. I think that was yesterday. So, yeah. I mean, we have tornadoes here, not like that, obviously. People say they're scared to live where I live because of the constant hurricanes, but I can leave. You can't leave a tornado. I don't have enough time. That's where Nate's at. Nate's over in Tornado Alley. No charges filed against an 18-year-old who racially harassed Utah women's basketball team. Huh? How come I didn't hear about this? No charges will be filed after Utah's women's basketball team was racially harassed while in Core Adeline, Ohio, or Idaho. I guess that's how you say that. I don't know. I don't speak French. City attorney said Monday that there was insufficient evidence that 18-year-old Anthony Myers had a specific intent to harass the team. Though prosecutors noted that Myers said the N-word, they said that his remarks were protected by Idaho's free speech laws. Yeah, running around calling people the N-word it definitely means you're a big bag of shit. But I don't think it's illegal, though. There's a difference. Yeah, you can be a piece of shit but still not be breaking the law. I mean, so. Listen to this. A Bakersfield woman tried to turn in found marijuana and was turned away by police. What? They're like, nah, just keep it, lady. Enjoy. One concerned citizen was in the right place at the right time when 4 little boys from whatever elementary school approached her with an odd question Friday after school. They asked me if marijuana was illegal. I told them yes. The boys then showed De La Rosa a cardboard box full of marijuana they found down the street near Westwood. Blah, blah, blah. They told me it would be hours before an officer could come out, and I asked if I could just bring it down to the station. So she brought in the box with the bag of pot, oven bags, a bag sealer, a weight scale, a roll full of labels saying, warning, opening this package will cause extreme happiness. But she was told in the lobby was closed and removed by 2 officers. The fact that I told them I had a trunk full of drugs in my car right outside the police station, why wasn't that concerning to them? They ain't got no interest in it. They said this is Bakersfield. It's probably California. They're like, weed? Who cares, lady? Do whatever you want to with it. Everybody's got weed in California. Yeah. I mean, weed is legal in California, but I don't think that... I still think you have to be licensed to sell it, though. I know there's still an illegal weed trade there, but, I think it's still against the law to sell weed on the street. For tax purposes and stuff. No, she should just keep it. Have a party, lady. A Georgia boy thought he was drinking Mountain Dew. Why a middle school worker has now been charged. Oh boy. Sounds like the lunch lady had a little hooch inside of her Mountain Dew and a kid got a hold of it. That's probably what this is. What's a paraprofessional? A paraprofessional is no longer employed after a student allegedly found a liquid that was not soda in a bottle. What's a paraprofessional? Does that mean like a substitute teacher or something? I don't know what that word means. A teacher's aide. Okay, yeah, okay. Gotcha. On Thursday around 1:15 p.m., deputies were called to Morgan County Middle School regarding an employee having alcohol at the school. See, just like I said. So she put a little mom juice in her soda, Figured no one would know. Kid gets a hold of it, drinks it, and bam, now you're in handcuffs. End of story. Yeah, wait till you get home to drink. That'd be good. Although to be fair, I'd probably have to be drinking all day too if I had to be around a bunch of snot-nosed brats running around. I couldn't do that job. God bless all the teachers out there. I mean, I enjoy I think kids are fun and all, but not 100 of them at one time. That's just annoying. Semi-automatic gun ban nixed in Colorado's Democratic-controlled state house after historic progress. This has been going on in Colorado. It's been a fight that's been going on for several months now. This is according to the Denver Associated Press. A bill to ban the sale and transfer of semi-automatic firearms was nixed in Colorado's democratically controlled legislature on Tuesday as lawmakers pressed forward with a slew of other gun control bills on the 25th anniversary year of the Columbine High School massacre. Does anybody... I guess some of you aren't even old enough. And with all the school shootings are so popular these days, or frequent. Back then, when the Columbine happened, that had never, that wasn't a thing, But I remember the feeling. I was in high school. I think I was a senior in high school. What year was that? 1999. Yeah, 1999. Yeah, that was a senior in high school in 1999. But I do remember how weird it was going into school the next day after that happened. It was weird. The Western state has a deep history with firearms that pockmarked by some of the most high-profile mass shootings nationwide. Both factors loom large over gun control debates in the legislature, complicating attempts at such bans that 9 other Democratic-controlled states have in place. I'm just trying to skim through here. This is just a very wordy, article here. I just want to get down. Whoever wrote this clearly is, this is an opinion piece. I'm looking for the facts, like what exactly happened. I don't care about this person's opinion. A bill that would ban several semi-automatic weapons in Colorado will not become law this legislative session. The sponsor of the bill postponed the proposal. So there you go. That's the fact I was looking for. It only took me 10 minutes to find it. So what they basically have done is just they've postponed this this thing here. My guess is it eventually will pass. That'd be my guess. But I don't know. Yeah, a bunch of Trump stuff. Ringleader of a Philadelphia gun and drug trafficking group hit with over 200 charges. This guy's a real life gangster here. I'd trust that. See the guy with the tattoos all over his face? I'd trust him. He looks like the most trustworthy guy in that group there. 7 people, including 6 from Philadelphia, are facing charges after prosecutors say that the group bought and sold nearly 24 firearms and peddling drugs. Investigators say their focus zeroed in on an apartment in North Philadelphia where Scott, I don't even realize people's names, but there's 4 people. The trio, along with Emmanuel Torres and 4 others, drew investigators' attention after some members exhibited suspicious behavior while buying guns at the Oaks Gun Show last December. Investigators later discovered that members of the group had illegally bought and sold 19 firearms between mid-January and late February. The guns, according to investigators, were bought by 4 members of the group at shops in Philadelphia and surrounding counties. Anyway, these guys were into everything. You got cocaine, methamphetamine, prescription medication, illegal firearms. Prosecutors brought 200 mostly felony charges. Yeah. Good luck with that. See you when you're 80, or maybe never. Former Las Vegas casino executive to be sentenced in bookmaking money laundering case. Don't tell me that a CEO of a casino or an executive at a casino could be crooked now. That doesn't make any sense. A former top executive for major Las Vegas casinos was set to appear before a federal judge on Wednesday after admitting he allowed an illegal bookmaker to gamble millions of dollars at the MGM Grand and pay off his debts in cash. Tax-free, baby. Scott Sabella pled guilty in January to violating federal anti-money laundering rules that require casinos to file reports of suspicious transactions. He faces up to 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Let's see. Following the guilty plea, the MGM Grand and nearby Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas settled as a related U.S. Justice Department money laundering probe. The resorts agreed to pay a combined $7.45 million, submit to an external review, and set up their compliance programs. So a couple of casinos got hit on this from what this guy did. Money laundering. Why would a casino need? I mean, like, who was that yesterday? Listen to this. Lou sent me this yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. This is insane. Yeah, here it is. Listen to this. Las Vegas first quarter win numbers. So win is a hotel, a casino there. WINN. So this is just the first quarter of their earning reports. $7 million a day gross revenue. Gross casino revenue $2.9 million a day. Food and drinks $2.1 million a day. Slot machines average $677 a day. Each slot machine, and of course there's thousands of those, and revenue per available room is up 20% to $524 per day. So essentially, I don't know how many rooms are in that place. A lot. I don't know, 1,000, a few thousand. I don't know. But they're averaging almost $600 per person per day. So there you go. Why would you need to launder money when you got that kind of cash flow coming through there completely legally? It's just insane. I guess it's what you call greed. When is also the name of any doctor will have you for surgery? What? Yeah, more tornado stuff here. Oh, look at these people. Married couple arrested in North Carolina after Clover argument turns deadly. Clover argument? What? Look at these guys. It's a the happy couple there. A married couple has been arrested in connection with the murder of a Clover man, according to New York County Sheriff's Office. Officials say Stephen Rogers of Clover was killed on Friday, May the 3rd. On Tuesday, deputies announced that married couple Mitchell Strickland and Shelby Jeanette Strickland had been arrested in Randolph County in North Carolina. That's all they're going to tell us. Okay. I was wondering what happened. Did anybody hear about this? Where's my Ohio State people at? Yeah, somebody died at the graduation ceremony at Ohio State. Mother identified as person killed in fall at a daughter's Ohio State graduation ceremony. That's sad. That's a sad story there. A woman who fell from the stands to her death during the graduation ceremony at Ohio State last week has been identified as a woman whose daughter was receiving her diploma. Oh my God, what a nightmare for her daughter. Franklin County Coroner's Office said that 53-year-old was pronounced dead at the scene just outside of Ohio Stadium in Columbus on Sunday. The Columbus Dispatch reported the death was being investigated as an apparent suicide. An investigation continues into how the woman fell from the stadium, which school says is 136 feet tall, all the way to the pavement below. However, Ohio State did not suspect foul play and believed the fall was not accidental. What? It happened around midday near the stadium's bell tower at the last graduates were filing out into the stadium. According to the commencement program, the woman's daughter was among those graduating. The commencement continued without mention of what happened. But some students and others at the ceremony were visibly upset after the fall. Yeah, of course. Blah, blah, blah. That's hold on. I thought they had a video clip of this news story, but I wonder what made them come to the conclusion that the fall wasn't accidental. It just seems like an odd thing to do. You know, go to your daughter's graduation and then jump off the top of the stadium. That just seems weird. Anyway, it's obviously a tragedy. When I first heard about that story, I had assumed that, because you know how, like, if you go on to like basically any, I've never been to Ohio Stadium, so I don't know exactly how it is, but almost every stadium is like this. There's like a railing, you know, because you have the lower deck and you have the top deck. There's like a railing there. I could see if you're like leaning over the railing trying to get like a closer picture of your daughter or whatever, and you slip and you just kind of fall over to the lower deck below you. But they make this sound like that she fell like outside of, at the top of the stadium, onto the outside of the stadium, not inside the stadium. Now, I don't know how that happens. It does seem like you'd almost have to try to do that. How do you accidentally jump off a stadium? Yeah, well, I don't know. Like I said, I could see a situation where you accidentally fall over the railing, but not jump off the top of the stadium. That is odd. Oh, I mean, maybe she was just mentally ill, which is also possible. Yeah. Well, we'll just end the news segment with that depressing story of that lady falling off Ohio Stadium. How does that sound? That's part of the reason I only do the news like once a week now. Is because it's depressing as shit. There's never any good news in the news. Apple used to have what problem? Oh yeah, people jumping off of the in China. You know, where they're making our cell phones and they're getting paid 83 cents a day and working 18 hours a day. Yeah. What's up, gentlemen?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Amazing and fantastic?
I don't know about amazing and fantastic, but I'm hanging in there today.
Okay. What, you lose some bets there, Pete, or what?
No, nothing to do with anything like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. No, I'm fine.
Man, if you'll pardon the pun, but ending the news segment on that falls a little flat.
Oh no.
Oh, goddamn.
Is it too soon for that?
It's never too soon.
Yeah. That is an odd story, though.
I mean, it makes no damn sense. You're right. She has to be mentally ill. I mean, she goes to her daughter's graduation and decides, oh, well, she's graduated now. I think I'm going to kill myself.
The other thing, too, is...
Either that or she figured, you know, this dumb fuck graduated. We're all up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
That, too.
They didn't mention it, but you would think it with a stadium full of... Maybe not full, but there's, thousands of people there that somebody would have seen what happened.
Well, yeah, I think there'd be cameras around.
Yeah, probably that too. Yeah.
Yeah. You mean to tell me that somebody jumped off of the horseshoe and nobody had their cell phone out and got a video of it? I highly doubt it.
But I can sympathize. I can sympathize because the police wanted to throw me in jail, thinking I beat up Mrs. Peete when actually she just fell in the stadium. So I've been wrongly accused before of such a thing.
Wow. Well, like you mentioned before, they normally have high, some sort of high fence or something to stop you from even thinking of, falling off.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I know I've been all the way to the top of Clemson Stadium and looked out, down before, but I can't remember exactly how. I think in order for me to get over that wall, I would have to climb up it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to have some mountain climbing skills and then kill yourself.
Right.
Makes no sense. But
maybe this person had mountain climbing skills. Who knows?
Well, that's true, Slim. Maybe she was trying them out, and it was an accident. Oh, I can climb this, and then oops.
Yeah, that was my first thought. Is maybe she was just doing something stupid and slipped. But,
or
maybe
the
simplest explanation is normally true.
Or maybe she was trying to get her daughter's attention.
No,
she certainly got it.
I'd say she did a pretty good job of getting her attention. Yeah,
she got a lot of people's attention.
Yeah,
that's just sad, man. That's a sad state of affairs. If she, committed suicide that way, and to throw that on her daughter on her graduation day, that's just wow.
Yeah, Mom of the Year there.
Mom of the Year. That's right. There we go. There we go. Wow. Oh, Lord. Hey, well, you know what I'm happy about? I'm happy that Kirby Smart is the highest paid coach in college football right now.
That's not new, is it?
Yeah, it is, because he just got an extension. Yeah, he just got the extension a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought he was the highest paid before.
I think it would be more of a... Wouldn't it be more of a bragging point if he was the lowest paid coach? Like, hey, we got a guy that's won 2 national titles, and we got away with being cheap.
Well, they've been getting away with it on the cheap. I mean, look, Saban was the highest paid at $11 million per season. Kirby's going to be paid $13 million a season.
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. He hasn't accomplished what Nick's accomplished.
Jabbo Dabbo Doo's making $11.5 million a year.
Geez, he's been what is it? What is his record? I mean, he's like 94-16 his entire record. I mean, he's been 48-2 in the past several seasons.
That doesn't change the fact Nick Saban he is not. That's indisputable.
Not yet. Okay, for God's sake, Slim, why does everyone compare Kirby to Nick Saban? That actually tells you then, okay, he's on his way to legacy too.
Yep, there you go.
He might be. Or he could pull a Dabo and stick his head up his ass and run the program into the dirt.
Dabo could never win another national championship. He's still going to go down as one of the greatest coaches of our lifetime because he's won multiple national titles, and just there hasn't many coaches that have done that.
Absolutely. And Dabo is one of the several that's in the 8-digit salary, too.
Oh,
so, yeah. So, I mean, Dabo's right up there as far as.
And I've said 100 times, you know, with all the stuff that over the past few years that Dabo's been saying, you know, going after the fans and all that and kind of, you know, bitching and moaning about, you know, the expectations there and people not being fair and blah, blah, blah. So there's a lot of speculation about whether or not Clemson would ever consider firing Dabo because of his stance on NIL and transfer portal and you know, lashing out at the fans. The answer is no.
Absolutely not. You got an excellent coach there.
The only way he's getting if he leaves Clemson, it's 99% chance going to be him leaving Clemson, not them firing him.
Right.
Dabo goes 6-6. That could change.
Well, it could. But there definitely, if he had a couple of seasons around that 6-7 win mark, then the fans would definitely be calling for a change. I know that. But he's got a pretty good contract, though. I don't know if Clemson could afford to fire him. Honestly, he's got a 10-year contract worth $115 million. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, they did. That's what they did. They did an extension for. I think it was a 10-year extension for Kirby as well. So.
Yeah.
But no, he's not. He's not Nick Saban. Thank God he's not Nick Saban. I want him to be Kirby Smart.
Well, then don't make the Nick Saban comparisons. He doesn't deserve Nick Saban money.
You make the Nick Saban comparisons.
Yes, you did.
I do not. I said the only thing I said. I set up his money, his salary. $11 million.
Yes,
well, guess what? If you haven't done what Nick Saban's done, you don't deserve Nick Saban money.
Well, that has nothing to do with that. That is what the market is set at.
Zero to do with anything.
That's what the market is set at.
That has a lot to do with everything.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
it was only that Saban was the highest paid coach. Now Kirby is. That was I was making the comparison of.
Yes, it's about.
So what I said was correct. You made the comparison, and I just piggybacked on it.
Yes.
So stop accusing me of things that
I'm accusing you, Slim. I'm making you accusations towards.
I'm just saying that the price.
I'm also farting in your general direction too.
Slanderous and scurrilous accusations.
I know it,
Baseless as well.
It is. Hey.
Well, I mean, Tom was never the highest paid quarterback, so.
That was by choice, though.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's like saying because Patrick Mahomes doesn't have more Super Bowl wins than Tom Brady that he shouldn't be getting paid more now than what Tom Brady made.
Exactly.
And actually, you're fixing to see, according to people talking before this last draft, you're fixing to see a reset of the quarterback market. They're going to stop paying all these mid-ass quarterbacks $30-40 million.
Yeah, or 45 million.
I think they still will pay him that.
I think they will too, because I think that NFL's turned into, we talked about it before, it's more offense than defense. I think Pete, you
that's
said
exactly
it.
Why you'll see that change.
You could see us. It could turn into a 7-on-7 game. For all practical purposes.
Plus, they keep raising the salary cap, making it easier to give those inflated contracts to quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just Dak Prescott's not going to get anywhere near what he's getting.
What are the quarterbacks worth the money?
And that's why I said there are people already saying there's fixing to be a reset of the quarterback market. People are not going to sign these mid quarterbacks like Dak Prescott and others to these big contracts anymore.
Well, I mean, these are the teams that are doing it. I mean, they're the stupid people that are doing this, like the Falcons, like the Chargers that signed up Justin Herbert for a damn ridiculous amount of money, and he ain't worth shite. Yeah, you're right about that.
Well, they got the money to pay him. These guys are billionaires, and they're making money hand over fist. The problem is, if it weren't for the salary cap, they'd probably pay some of these guys $100 million a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I think that Kirk Cousins is worth the amount of money that Atlanta paid him? Hell to the no. No.
No, I don't. I agree there. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it just shows you the state of quarterback play in the NFL. They're so desperate. Each team is so desperate for a good quarterback that they throw $100 million at fucking Kirk Cousins.
well,
You know, it's like
Right. Because you have good receivers. I mean, it's so damn ridiculous. I really believe that Atlanta picked up what's his name from Washington for ego, for pure damn ego. Arthur Blank's ego said, "Oh, I'm gonna pick this guy up. I'm gonna be one of the top 10 that picks up a quarterback too in the draft as well."
Phoenix, right?
I mean, is Arthur Blank that hands-on with the Falcons?
I get the feeling that he is.
He's just as hands-on as damn Jerry Jones. He's
He reminds me
on the sidelines every damn game.
That was legitimate. The only one I know of that is that hands-on is Jerry Jones.
Yeah, well, Arthur Blank's the same damn way. I think that's why they fail so damn miserably.
What we should have done is we should have taken Latu in the first round, and then we should have taken Keon Coleman. Take a wide receiver in the second round.
Oh, did y'all see the video? So the owner of the Carolina Panthers, David Tepper, you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But I can't stand that guy. But this happened in Charlotte, I guess a couple of weeks ago. He walks into I think it's like a coffee shop or some kind of food place. And they have because they have a sign in the window that says let the general manager make the draft picks. In other words, telling David Tepper to stay out of making draft picks, right?
Right.
So he sees that sign and he walks in there and he gets in I guess it's like the hostess face. It's a guy, and starts bitching at him, telling him to take the sign down. I guess the guy tells him to fuck off. He lifts up and takes the guy's. I guess the guy was wearing a Panthers hat. He takes the guy's hat off of his head and walks out. I'm like,
that's almost you could almost call that battery.
And this guy, he did this too. He probably was like a 25-year-old guy, looked pretty fit. If he would have taken the hat off my head, I would have beat the fuck out of his old ass.
I was about to say, battery's what's going to happen after you take that off my head.
Yeah, what a dick.
Yeah, it was a dick. Yeah.
You think he's winning over people and influencing?
Oh, they can. No, people in Charlotte can't stand him.
Yeah,
the fans can't stand. I can't stand him. He's just an asshole.
Well, I mean, who is it? The Washington Commanders owner. He's a bit of a jerk too. I mean, there's a lot of jerks that are owners. Oh,
yeah.
Who is the new owner of the Commanders? Because they just changed ownership in the past few years.
Did they really? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is either.
I can't think of his name now. But how about Robert Kraft getting roasted by Jeff Ross, and then Tom Brady stands up and says, "Cut that shit out" during his roast?
Yeah, that was weird.
That was really weird. I mean, everything had been said in that roast, and then Brady gets upset because they made fun of his massage parlor visits, that Kraft did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He may have just wanted, just like Deshaun Watson, he just wanted a little relief. He wanted some taint relief.
Well, he got it.
He certainly did.
Anyway.
Yeah, Pete Magaha said, Charlotte folks love Jerry Richardson, but hate this new cat. Yeah, Jerry Richardson was the guy that owned all the Hardys, right? Is that right?
I don't know. He was when he started the Panthers, right? He was the first owner of that franchise. He was the only team owner who was also a former NFL player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I obviously he didn't become a billionaire playing football, so I don't know where he made his money.
Neither do I.
But
So did he pay them in mac and cheese? Or?
He may have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he passed. Huey Richardson passed away. Passed away in 2023.
Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't keep his wiener in his pants.
Guess that Robert Kraft is the owner of Kraft Foods, or
Yeah, Kraft macaroni and cheese. Yeah.
Richardson invested his money in Hardee's. That's where he made his money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they make a hell of a biscuit.
I have not stepped into a Hardee's. I think since 1984, maybe 5. I have no idea.
Jeez, man.
I can't remember. I don't even know if I've stepped into a Hardee's.
I like
it. Wrong about that.
I'm not a big fast food eater, but I do like Hardee's.
Do you really?
Especially their breakfast, yeah.
I have not. What is it? Yeah, I'm sure there are. I just don't. I think my vision goes, oh, it's a Hardee's. I don't even look at them. You know, I don't even look their way.
The loaded omelet biscuit is my go-to.
Yeah, that thing is pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Well, they would show, you know, the Hardee's used to be like, oh my God, we want to kill you. Look how much meat we're going to give you on one burger or one biscuit. and then always the hot-looking gal, you know, they use several hot models in their advertisement.
we have the meats. Yeah.
No, that's Arby's.
Yeah, that's Arby's.
That's Arby's. You know, with Bing Raines, the voice for that. Yeah.
If you go into a Hardee's at like 8:30 in the morning, you'll see like 90% of the people sitting down and eating in there are like, 80 years old. Old people love that shit. I don't know why.
You know what? My go-to fast food place, which I don't feel too guilty about, is Arby's. Arby's is my go-to fast food place.
Yeah.
Because they actually, their sandwiches, they do some really good sandwiches.
Yeah, Arby's is good.
Yeah. But, I mean,
There's
I can't
no
eat.
salt in it to give an elephant high blood pressure.
That's why it tastes so good.
That's right. Well, in fact, I just had a nurse visit this morning. I went in to see my doctor's nurse just to check my blood pressure because it was high when she was doing my physical. And it was normal. It was fine. So happy for that. So, yeah, maybe I will go out and eat some fast food today. Can't do McDonald's any damn more. Just can't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you
I
on
can
that.
do their breakfast. That's about it.
I can do I love their French fries still. I still love their French fries. I think they make one of the better fast food French fries. But the Big Mac and all that shit, no, thank you. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, that'll wreck you.
Well, it feels like I'm eating cardboard, when I eat that shit. I mean, there's nothing sustainable about it. No nutrition at all in that shit.
Yeah.
So,
They even add sugar to their cheeseburgers. Yeah, if you ever noticed their quarter pounder has like a sweet taste to it. Like what?
Yeah,
I think McDonald's uses that Bill Gates lab-grown beef.
I don't know, but they use a lot of stuff that's banned in Europe. So
I know they put like a gelatin filler in their chicken, and that shit's nasty.
Yeah, those chicken nuggets definitely don't. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. I don't know what that is.
banned in Europe. Yeah, if it's banned in Europe, then it probably needs to be banned here too. So.
The USDA disagrees.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about obesity here. Yeah, be as fat as you want to be.
Well,
That's why I tell people all the time that complain about their first world problems. You go to fucking India, you look at poor people, they're skin and bones. Poor people over here are fucking land whales.
That's true. It's very true. That is so damn true. The poorer you are, it seems the more obese you can be.
It's the same thing it's the same thing when people talk about they're from the ghetto or whatever, the slums. American slums are like fucking Taj Mahal compared to some of these other countries' slums.
Right?
Yeah. If you've ever been, to South America,
a little more grateful.
Mexico, that's just some of the places I've been, South America and Mexico. And when you're poor there, you literally don't have anything, not even shoes, or clean water or any of that. Oh.
You know, I have never been to Mexico, and I don't know if I really have a desire to go to Mexico.
I love Mexico.
I mean, years ago, I used to love Cancun. I thought that, Cancun would be a great place to go. And I mean, where have you been, Pete, in Mexico?
We went. That's where we went on our honeymoon. So we went to Puerto Vallarta. It's on the west coast.
Yeah. Now that's what I hear is beautiful. Yeah.
I mean, we stayed at a resort. So, but we did take excursions. Like we went zip lining through the mountains up there, and so they put us in the back of a pickup truck and drove us up the side of this mountain. And on the way, you have to drive through like these very, very poor areas of Mexico. I mean, just shanty towns, shacks. As far as the eye could see. I'm talking miles and miles of just shacks and dirt. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty wild.
Slim, where have you been? You said Cabo? Was that what you said?
Cozumel.
Cozumel. Okay.
And it was much the same thing. I mean, they took us around. We did an excursion off of that cruise we did. And I mean, riding through towns, I mean, yeah, there's a nice part of town, but the rough part of town is pretty fucking rough.
Yeah, life is cheap. I'd be more worried about getting, abducted by the cartel or something.
Exactly. Cancun has gotten dangerous, I've heard. I mean, they literally have people that are in the streets with their heads chopped off.
Yeah.
By the cartel in Cancun.
And they used to stay away from the tourist areas. I don't know what's changed that.
Oh. I mean, even the place we stayed at, the people at the hotel straight up told us, they were like, look, if you want to leave the resort, you can. We're not going to stop you, but we advise that you don't. It's like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, of course we did, but it was like a a company that worked with the hotel that sells these excursions. So I felt somewhat safe with them, but
well, you guys will be safe on the Slobs cruise. There shouldn't be any problems there. No pirates, no Somalian pirates will take over the cruise. I don't think.
No.
Hey man, it could happen.
It could, So someone bring a gun.
Jay,
what? Bullshit that you can't carry a fucking gun on a cruise.
The other thing was I've told this story before too. When we landed in Puerto Vallarta and we had to take a taxi cab, from the airport to the resort. I kept seeing we were riding through the main downtown area of Puerto Vallarta. And I see a lot of like older white people like in their 60s and 70s driving around Escalades and shit. And I'm like, there's a bunch of poor Mexican people and then these what appear to be rich white people driving around. So I asked the cab driver, I go, what's up with all the old white people? He said, well, they retire and they come down here and they buy a house on the beach for $50,000 and they live like kings on their Social Security. I'm like, damn.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that too.
Yeah. I mean, at my age, I've been tempted to even look at that.
Yeah, I mean, I actually looked into it. Like you can buy like a 3-bedroom condo on the beach for like $40,000.
Holy shit!
In Mexico, like a nice one too, not a shitty one.
Community. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
No, I'm saying they're nice too. They're not shitty. It's just property value is so cheap over there.
Yeah, it's just when you go down to the grocery store and there's a head in the middle of the street.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do, it's a trade-off, right? You have to sacrifice your head for the cheap property.
It might be a great place and everything else, but hey, the cartel's right next door.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the cartel own these properties too. By the way.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure shit. I bet you the cartel owns. Now I'm taking a wild guess here, but I would say they probably own a large percentage of real estate in Mexico.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they need to do something about all these cartels.
Well, you know who needs to do something about the cartels?
A pound of cocaine.
Mexico needs to do something about the cartels, not us.
Absolutely. But here's my thinking is that if the Mexican government would allow the U.S. government to go in because of all the fentanyl that's going across the damn border and help them and clean up the damn cartels, we could do just that.
Yeah, I don't think it's that easy, but I think it's way more complicated because I think that the cartel has so much political influence. The government of Mexico is so corrupt that it's
Fuck it, just invade Mexico.
invade Mexico.
We should do it on Cinco de Mayo next year. We invade Mexico.
You want to have another?
Make it an American holiday.
We're gonna have another Alamo situation going on.
Yeah, have a big absolutely.
Well, I mean, they sent the. I mean, it wasn't necessarily Mexico, but I mean, it was United States military. They sent in to deal with El Chapo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what is the movie Sicario? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Sicario. That's all about that. The second one is all about United States invading Mexico and invading the cartels.
Macklin says he wants to move to Shanghai, China, and live happily ever after.
I'll take the cartels over the CCP. I'm just saying.
Oh, I would definitely rather live in Mexico than China. There's no doubt about that.
There, Slim. I think I don't want to be under the CCP.
I wonder where our buddy is. What was his name in the chat? He hasn't been around in a while. He lives in Mexico City. He's an American though.
Is it Mexico?
Oh, I remember who you're talking about. Yeah.
Is it Mexico City?
Yeah, he's retired. He did just what I said. He retired, and I guess he was in the military. I think he was ex-military. And so he had a retirement from the military, and so he went down there and just lives off his retirement for the military.
Yeah.
Jay Shops is comparing Bangkok ping pong shows versus Mexican donkey shows. I think I'd go with the ping pong show.
What about cockfights in Mexico? Have you ever seen one of those?
No,
I have not been to a donkey show. I have
No, a
seen
cockfight.
ping pong show, though, in America.
Donkey show. God damn.
No, thank you. No, thank
And you don't have to worry about government officials in Mexico coming to take your guns either. May even be a step up from here.
Yeah.
And badges, you don't need no stinking badges.
Yeah, would you rather go to a boat show or a donkey show?
I think still the boat show, Vic.
I have a buddy.
I'm not for animal cruelty or you know, whatever.
I have a buddy that got
bestiality. That's what the word I was looking for. No, not for me.
Go to the boat show. Yeah.
the boat show. I got a buddy who got shook down by the Mexican police when he was visiting there. They rented a like a Jeep or something to go driving through the desert, and so he's just like, there's no one out there. He's just driving through the desert in this Jeep. And a motorcycle cop pulls him over in the middle of nowhere and says, you're speeding and this and that. And he's like, I could take you to jail for how fast you were going, but unless you just give me $500, I won't take you to jail. So he gave him $500. I'm like, damn.
That's kind of like the movie We're the Millers. Do you ever see that movie?
Oh, yeah, it's funny, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny as hell with the cop pulling him over.
Right.
And demanding a BJ, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, that means you paid him a $500 fine. Yeah.
Well,
it's like a fine that goes directly to the cop. So
yeah, it goes right in his pocket.
yeah, there you go.
I wonder how much money that guy's made doing that.
A lot, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, till you come across the right one.
Well,
The right one, what? Cop, you mean?
Yeah.
No, he's gonna try and shake down the wrong person one day, and his shakedown days will be done.
yeah. Well, that might be true. They clearly just target American tourists.
Shakedown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that everybody is, any American, because they've heard so many horror stories, never want to go to a Mexican jail.
Exactly. That's why they threaten him with that, and they're like, "Oh, fuck, I'll just pay him. I don't want that problem."
Shit.
Yeah.
Leave that motherfucker in the desert and make a beeline for the border.
You'd rather pay the 500 pesos and go to Mexican jail. Yeah.
No, not 500 pesos, $500.
Yeah, they want American money. Yeah, they want the American dollar. Absolutely.
500 pesos is like $5.
I don't know. They're probably actually pretty close these days.
No, the dollar is definitely still worth more than the pesos are. I don't know. I could look it up, but
Yeah, the dollar is strong.
I know when we went, it was like 10 times different. So, like I said, like 500 pesos was like $5.
Well, they'd be like 50, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, 50.
Well, I'm would think your Mexican dollar, your pesos, and what are they called, the Bangkok money, would go a long way versus American dollars.
Huh?
What about
There
the
you go.
Vietnamese dong?
The dong.
Probably.
Yeah, that's the money in Vietnam. It's called the Vietnamese dong.
So if you have big money, you got big dong.
Apparently you do. Hey, they sure got Canada beat. I don't trust an economic system called loonies and toonies.
Loonies and Toonies.
That's what Canadian money's called.
I remember
Loonies
that
and
show,
Toonies.
Looney Tunes.
Well, guess what? That's what they named their money after.
You know, I used to work with a hockey team, the Amarillo Rattlers, many years ago, and of course I'm working with a bunch of Canadians, and they would convert their money, every paycheck, to Canadian money, which, you know, it was normally $200 or $300 more in money. And so, you know, they were sending all their money back home in most cases, but making bank that way.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute. You said obviously they're Canadian. Are you stereotyping, Scott?
Yes, I am. Well, I mean, when they say bullets and they're just saying, they're asking you for a cigarette and they're saying, "Hey, can I have a dart?"
A
Can I have
dart?
A dart?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
let's go drink some Caesars. Yeah, I'm stereotyping them. Yep.
See, that's very akin to profiling, and I heard profiling is
Well,
wrong.
I am a racist. I mean, I do like Formula Ones, man. So there you go.
You're not a racist. You're a nationalist. But yeah.
I'm a nationalist. Okay.
The hell. Scott,
Okay, I'll be.
Scott, have you ever been to Canada before?
Have I been to Canada? No.
Yeah.
No.
Have you,
deal
Vic?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Vic, have you? You're a world traveler.
What?
Have you been to Canada before?
Vic has been to Canada.
Yes, I have been.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
See?
I
Yeah,
deal
they
with
took a trip
Canadians.
up to Niagara Falls, right, Vic?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, I see.
I deal with Canadians on a damn weekly basis. I mean, I have radio stations that take my services up there, and I just had a 10-station group put on one of my shows just recently. Then I have another big group up there that put on my show on about 20 some odd stations. So yeah, I deal with Canadians.
Last
Hey, while
summer,
we're invading Mexico, can we invade Canada while we're at it?
well, we got to do one at a time, I think.
We're,
No. Listen, we could take over Canada faster than we took over
well,
Iraq.
we're helping Ukraine right now, so.
Ah, fuck Ukraine.
Yeah, one more at a time, Slim. Come on, calm down, buddy.
One more at a time. I'm ready.
We'll drop Ukraine and just fucking invade Mexico and Canada.
Slim wants to go. He wants to go to war with everybody right now.
And
Well, no, but I mean, listen, the world would be better off without the Mexican or the Canadian government.
Yeah.
right now we're busy helping Ukraine and Israel, so yeah.
Well, like I said, we can drop Ukraine. I ain't worried about them.
All right, what about Israel?
We can have it.
Can we drop Israel too, or?
Well, no, they're an ally. We can't. Ukraine is an ally.
Last year, remember when somebody paid me on the show to do a 20-minute rant about Canadians?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. Oh, God.
What was it? What was the South Park song that they did about Canada?
Blame Canada.
Blame Canada. Yeah, blame Canada. Blame Canada.
Everything is Canada's fault.
Really?
Look, if you deal with Canadians, they are a peculiar bunch of people to deal with as far as business goes as well. I mean, they are persnickety and hardcore. in business dealings. I will tell you that.
Well, I haven't heard that word in a long time. Persnickety.
Persnickety?
Yeah.
That's a nice word. I like that word.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice, you know. Not trying to be a racist, just...
Well, no, I mean, Canadians are white, so it's not racist.
Persnickety, yeah.
Yeah, can you use that in a sentence, Vic?
No.
Come on, Vic, yes, you can.
Maybe Scott could, but
Well, he just did, yeah.
I'll use it for you, okay? Uncle Lou is persnickety about Maggiano's.
okay.
Yeah, that worked.
Okay, what is Margiano's?
You don't know the whole damn story about Maggiano's?
Yes.
I suggested when they went out to Vegas that Maggiano's is a good Italian restaurant to eat at, and yes, it is a corporate restaurant, but it was right on the strip. It's right across from the wind. They do have good food, and boy, I was lambasted about that. Yeah, so.
I've actually eaten there because when we stayed at the Resort World a couple of years ago. It's right next to it.
Oh yeah, and it's excellent damn food. I mean,
it was good.
Corporate or not, it's really good.
I'll tell you what, it was popular because I think we had to wait like an hour and a half to get a table.
Yes, yeah, they are popular.
So was it good? Or?
Why is it what, Vic?
So was it worth the wait, or?
I mean,
I didn't have to wait. Pete can tell you.
It was good. I mean, it's not like a 5-star restaurant or anything.
This place I've eaten at, but it was pretty damn good.
I still haven't figured out what persnickety means, but.
Well, I don't know if it's even in the dictionary.
I would tell you to look up the definition of it, but I don't even know how to spell it.
I'm gonna try. Persnickety, it is in the dictionary. Fussy, difficult to please, difficult, finicky, over fastidious, requiring a particularly precise or careful approach to.
Oh, okay.
It's using a sentence. It's hard to find a film more persnickety and difficult to use than black and white infrared, whatever the hell that means.
Okay. Yeah.
But it is an actual word, yes.
Yeah, Nate says he's awake, so.
Yeah, so who said that? Oh, Vic is persnickety about the moon landing. No, I think Scott's the persnickety one about the moon landing.
Oh, I'm the persnickety one about it.
Yeah.
It actually happened, yes. It did.
Yes. Yeah, I think Nate wants to come in.
Yeah. Okay.
Is Nate awake or woke? So, here it comes.
Not woke up. I'm actually awake, and I also got back from work.
Huh.
You just got back from work?
Work.
Yeah, I had to fill in a coworker spot in the morning. So.
Oh, gotcha.
I just thought you had to fill a co-worker. I was going to go, wow, okay.
I hope not.
What time did
you watch that sexual harassment video yet?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So what time did you have to be at work today?
7 a.m.
Wow.
Oh man, I got a call coming in, guys. I got to go.
See you.
Nice talking with you.
Yeah, see you later, Scott.
Take care. Bye.
Scott has to go deal with those persnickety Canadians again.
Yeah, the persnickety Canadian.
Sorry.
Yeah, the persnickety Canadian.
Did Vic tell you guys that he's not roommates with me anymore?
He's what?
He's not roommates with me.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, we booked a room that has 3 beds. So, yeah.
Oh, so now Nate's by himself again?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking about Nick asking Nick DTV, so I don't know if he still has a roommate. I don't know.
There'll be someone who needs somebody to bunk with.
Nick D or TK or Celine.
You got a room with 3 beds? I didn't even know they offered that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think, didn't TF say something about there are even rooms with 4 beds, like bunk beds?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That's what.
Beds.
Yeah, so we'll put TK, Celine, BBD, and Long.
Slumber party.
No, that's a shit show right there.
Oh, you know who probably needs a roommate, Nate, is Squid Tard.
I heard it's not.
I thought Squidtard said he wasn't going, but
Well, he didn't say. He didn't say he wasn't going.
Yeah, he said he might.
Yeah.
So depending on
okay.
We heard not.
He
but
might.
maybe the depending on Dog's entourage, one of them might need a roommate.
Yeah.
What's going to be the size of his entourage? Yeah.
Now, could I handle Sea Dog's brother? I do not know.
What's wrong with Sea Dog's brother?
Dog and
I don't know him. I mean, maybe
Stevie J. Yeah.
Stevie J's not going.
Stevie J.
He's not going.
No, he's moving to become a doctor. I think.
What?
No, he's going to get his PhD.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not the doctor though. I think I don't know.
So would that make him the new Dr. J?
Yeah, Dr. J, exactly.
Or Doctor Who. I'm just kidding. No, he's travel.
No, but he usually brings like 8 people, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you hear that there's going to be a new Doctor Who series? And
yeah, seen that.
I didn't watch the last Doctor Who series.
Yeah, it's African
Yeah, me either.
American Doctor Who.
Oh no, yeah, I've seen some of yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've watched the Doctor Who series that came out before this one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Who is Doctor Who?
Oh yeah, it's a British TV show about a time traveler. Well, I mean, it's not just traveling through time; he's also traveling through space too. So it's always in the future and past of Earth, but he also goes to like alien planets.
No, that sounds like that show Quantum Leap. You remember that from the 90s?
Yeah.
Oh God, I remember that show.
Alien planets, where he goes into like the far future where humanity has become, advanced.
Actually, the more you talk about the show, the more that sounds like right up my alley.
Now, maybe not watch the newest one that's coming out. Probably watch the old.
Well, not the old one, but I guess the middle version of Doctor Who that came out in like the 2000s. So.
Yeah.
I loved Quantum Leap too. Actually, I forget though. Battle Angel, or any of you that watched that show, what was the name of the lead actor in that? I can't remember the guy's name now.
But he's probably in a bad spot.
Sounded like a robot.
Yeah.
Robot Slim.
Scott something. Yeah, I can't remember his name.
What was
Scott Bakula?
Oh,
I think that might be it. Yeah.
What was I forgot this movie. I watched it, but I forgot what the movie was. It's basically like Quantum Leap and Doctor Who kind of combined, but these two teenagers with Keanu Reeves and whoever the secondary character was.
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Are you talking about The Matrix?
No, well, not in The Matrix. It's like
John Wick.
John Wick.
Yeah, well, he is John Wick, but
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Bill and Ted's.
I forgot all about that damn movie.
Yeah, hey Nate. So, who's your favorite Doctor? I meant on Doctor Who. I mean, yeah.
Oh, Doctor Who? Well, Doctor Who, I guess.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite? There's other doctors on Doctor Who?
Yeah, I meant the actors who.
The actors.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. The only thing British-based that I've ever watched is James Bond.
What about Mr. Bean?
And it was my
Mr. Bean.
I forgot about Mr. Bean. And actually, now that I say that, there was something else too. I just had it in my mind, and it's gone that quick.
Mr. Bean, he was English, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Doctor Who, well, not Doctors Who, Doctor Who.
Yeah, David Tennant is my favorite Doctor.
I wonder if like the young people, if they watched Mr. Bean today, like would they think it was funny?
They'll be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Do you know who that is?
Mr.
Yeah.
Bean is hilarious.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
He was in Rat Race. Yeah.
oh
He was in a lot of stuff.
yeah.
All right.
I think I see a scene where Mr. Bean was stuck in a cornfield too. Or
You know what I watched last week? It's another movie. I'm not sure if you can get away with making today. Cannonball Run.
Oh yeah.
Can. Oh. Man. Huh.
That's the movie that made me love Lamborghinis.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Cannonball.
There's no.
Yeah, because they had that 25th anniversary Countach with the big wing on the nose of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that thing just looked cool as shit.
I probably haven't seen that movie in 30 years.
You know, I actually.
Amazing movie.
You know what's cool as shit, but it actually looks like a toy car, but it's a real car. I'm gonna
A
say
smart car.
What do you mean the Batmobile?
no. By the way, that's not real. But this bad boy. Let's say
There used to be a guy here in Charleston, back like when I was in high school. He had, I forget what kind of car it was, but he basically like turned it into a Batmobile replica, and he drove it around town like it's his daily car. You see him all the time. And it wasn't a very, and it didn't look very good either. It was like a shitty job that he did, like trying to recreate the Batmobile. I think it had like
For whatever reason, people used to use Pontiac Fieros for those kit cars.
Yeah. I think like the fins on the back of the car were like cardboard that were spray painted black or something. It was really bad.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, that brings up a question since Vic asked that. Who played the best Batman?
Oh, we've had this argument before, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be an argument.
What is it?
Christian Bale.
My favorite is Christian Bale. Second is probably Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, hands down.
No, not that. Damn it.
Val Kilmer? I don't know. I don't know about the Val Kilmer.
I'd take Val Kilmer over George Clooney.
Yeah, Clooney that was stupid. Was that the one with Mr. Freeze and Arnold Schwarzenegger and all those people?
Yeah. Uma Thurman and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, that was the worst one.
And plus, the worst thing is about the Batman suit for what was his he had nipples on Batman.
Well, I think the problem with those two is less the actors. I mean, granted, I don't think George Clooney. I don't see George Clooney as Batman, but when you're going from Tim Burton to Joel Schumacher, those are two very different renditions of that character.
I love some Batman. Batman's my favorite superhero series. But have you seen? Speaking of that, have you seen the trailer for the new movie, The Penguin?
Oh yeah,
that looks good.
No, I haven't. Are they still having Colin Farrell do it?
Yes.
He looks pretty damn good with that.
Dude, it doesn't even look like Colin Farrell.
It doesn't look like Colin Farrell. No, it doesn't. They did a great job with him, but he's the trailer looks good, like it's going to be a great movie. I'm gonna go watch it.
I'm not sure how I feel about this Robert Pattinson Batman.
The who?
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson, the Twilight Kid.
Well, yeah.
Oh, the guy, the vampire guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
not sure how. I got mixed feelings on that one, and I didn't like Ben Affleck doing it at all.
I don't even. You know what? As much as I love Batman, I didn't even see that movie. The one with Ben Affleck. I've never seen it. And I really got no interest in it either. Who's the villain in that one?
He was in. Well, there wasn't a standalone Batman movie. He did Batman in the Batman versus Superman.
Oh yeah.
And then he did it in Justice League.
Gosh dang it.
Well, that's why I haven't seen it, because I guess it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
This. Where the hell's my...
Okay, well, since Batman's contentious, who's going to be the next James Bond?
Peete will be, because he's the Dos Equis
Oh.
man.
Yeah, but Pete's not British, though.
And
Yeah.
he has a goblet.
I
He already has the goblet.
I don't think I could pull off the accent good enough.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, it could be done. I mean, Hugh Laurie has a very thick British accent, but he can hide it.
I know, it's crazy.
You know, I hear the rumors is probably be Channing Tatum, which I don't want. But
Channing Tatum isn't British either. It has to
I
be
know
somebody
that-
British.
I know that's what I'm gonna say. I agree with that too. And
I don't know. I don't know any.
It doesn't even have to be somebody British, because
Sean
Connery wasn't British, but
save image.
Yeah, what was he, Scottish?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's still the best in my opinion. He's better than Pierce Brosnan.
I agree. Although I do,
Right, but,
I liked the first two that Daniel Craig did.
right, but Scottish is British, so
Kind of accent.
No,
Scott
British is
part of
British is British.
is part
Scottish
of
is
Brit-
Scottish.
well, Scotland is part of Great Britain, so
No, Scotland is part of the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Not Great Britain.
well, they were part of Great Britain when it was called Great Britain.
You know what?
Well-
I'm gonna resurrect William Wallace. You tell that motherfucker that he's British. See how that goes.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Scotland
Freedom.
and
Yeah,
Wales.
freedom on that.
Freedom in that.
What the hell?
Who played any Joker characters? Well, Heath Ledger played the Joker. Nicholson was. I like Heath Ledger the best, probably. I just like that whole series, the Dark Knight series, the most. But Jack Nicholson was a good one too.
God,
I've only seen the first Batman, and that was it.
the Dark Knight series is a shit sandwich.
No, I don't think Batman Begins is probably my favorite one.
Wait, I think I might have
that
seen the
one's
one with Michael
okay.
Keaton.
But The Dark Knight Rises has got to be the stupidest plot for a movie conceivable.
Yeah, it isn't. Yeah, I agree. Dark Knight Rises from what? Like the shadows?
Well, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about the plot of the movie.
Oh,
Hey, this nuclear bomb's gonna go off in 6 months. Toodles.
and part-
Like, what the fuck?
that ain't Batman shit. I mean,
That was just dumb as. I mean, that's dumber than a sack of dead batteries.
But what's more ridiculous, the nuclear bomb plot, or the fact that a grown man dresses up like a bat and fights crime?
I don't think he tried one bit in the fucking movie.
Yeah, I never saw
I
the.
could see Elon Musk doing that if shit gets bad. Okay.
Yeah, I never saw the Dark Knight Rises. Only saw Batman Begins and The Dark Knight.
Now, The Dark Knight is absolutely amazing. I'm not taking anything away. That's why I call it a shit sandwich, because your bread's the shit. The beginning of it and the end of it is shit. But The Dark Knight was absolutely amazing. That was probably the best standalone Batman movie. Maybe. The only one I might put ahead of it, just because I like it, is Batman Returns.
Yeah,
Bro, my dog is.
that's a good one too.
It is. And a great Christmas movie, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Hear otherwise.
Oh, here we go.
I won't hear otherwise.
Yeah, Danny DeVito.
I have a comment and a query.
Okay.
The comment is, I heard earlier Slim's what was it, the suggestion he had for my bunk mates.
Oh yeah.
So Nah, that's okay. I'm gonna do my own room. I'm gonna go single on my own thing.
You're gonna pay double then.
Well, no, here's what. So listen to wait till you hear this story. Okay, first of all, I called yesterday, and the lady wasn't very. I mean, she was so aggravated. Like, I think you could tell she was having a bad day. So I said, because I wasn't sure who I was going to bunk with, but I wanted to save my room. And since you get to double occupancy, what's the difference, right? Well, she's like, no, you can't do that, ma'am. And I'm like, but if I already pay for 2 people, she goes, no, you don't understand. I'm like, calm down. I've never been on a cruise, bitch. You know, I didn't say bitch, but, you know, she's like, occupancy, I guess for the lifeboats, they need to have a head count. You know, I don't know what she was talking about, but I was so freaking annoyed that I just didn't even make a reservation yet because she said I could not add someone later. So
that's stupid.
So I looked up I already registered for the carnival.com. I did all that. And I was looking, they don't have single rooms. Yes, they do. They do have single rooms. Now I would pay a little bit extra, but I still would pay a little bit over 100 less than I would paying a double occupancy. And it's just one bed in there. Okay.
Well, like the room I have has got a single bed in it, but they charge by the head.
Right, but they actually have single rooms with one cot that say one person. And I guess in the package that they have, they don't have that. So I need to call back today and say, look, I saw single rooms on there. If y'all can't give me a single room, I'm going to go on the same cruise, but who knows where I'll be on the boat. But it's going to be cheaper. I'm pulling a Matt Doomit, but I'm going to be on the same boat.
Well, I mean, I don't think everybody's rooms are quote unquote together.
He blocked off a section, you know what I'm saying? And those things they say are so big, I don't know, you know.
No,
yeah, I don't think the rooms are all near each other. Like because I got to pretty much choose what floor I wanted to be on when I called to get my reservation.
Well,
I told them to put me closest to the casino as they possibly could.
See, I didn't get that option, but then again, that option may not be available for a balcony room either.
No.
Yeah.
Balcony rooms are nice, but a little bit expensive. But anyways.
But TF then texted me and says, "But wait, let me see what perks," because he's having his show tonight, right? But I'm like, what perks could we possibly be having that I just rather get a single room and be done with it? You know, that way I don't have to worry about paying so much extra for
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you want to just book your own room outside of the group, it doesn't matter as long as you're on the cruise.
Right, but he was saying, oh, wait, because we might have other perks, but I don't think we have that many perks, right? In the group thing is what I'm saying. Like, in other words, paying another $100 or so might be worth it if we're getting extra shit.
Yeah, I forget what the perks were. I guess he'll go over that tonight. But I know one of them was like a free cocktail party for everybody or something like that. So it's not gonna be anything like.
Either way, I'm gonna be. I mean, I probably am just gonna end up with a single room. I might. You know what? I should book double occupancy because March is a far time away, and I could have somebody by then. You know, I mean, I could be dating someone. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, bring your boyfriend.
Well, yeah, but when you sign up for it, they need the name and
oh, that's right. I forgot. You see? I forgot. That's what that lady told me who was so ugly to me. I said, you know, you don't have to be like that to me. And she goes, I'm not being anyway. You just don't understand what I'm talking about. I said, I'm trying.
You got on her last nerve, it sounds like.
I did. She was having a bad day. I could tell from the time, for the moment she answered, I was like, oh, hi, you know, but I had all these questions and it aggravated her, I guess.
Oh, yeah, she didn't like the questions.
It sounds like to me that the woman that you were on the phone with was a Karen, I think.
I don't know if she was a Karen, but she was having a bad day. Now, here's my question. I have a question.
What happens when you get 2 Karens on a phone call?
I'm not a Karen.
I didn't accuse you. I was simply asking a question.
But please, Slim, I'm not you don't think I'm a Karen, do you?
Once again, I didn't accuse you. That was just asking a question.
I'm asking you a question now.
I don't think you're a Karen, no.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're not a Karen.
Slim? Slim.
I plead the fifth.
You see,
I'm
this
just
hurts
playing.
me, Slim. Okay.
I'm
Because
playing.
All right, so that's a yes from Slim. So we
I really
outvoted you.
respect Slim. I hope y'all know. After I met Slim and his family, y'all don't know. I have the utmost respect for Slim. I don't care what anybody says about Slim, ever.
Well, hey,
So,
we have that in common because I don't either.
well, I know, but I mean, I'm just saying though, it would hurt me to think that you know because I think you're a stand-up dude. So
Like
if
I
you
said,
thought,
I was playing.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
So here's my second thing. Here's my query. On your title, you said Brian Kelly. I don't know what that's about. Can you explain it to me?
Yeah, he did an interview yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And they were asking him about, how he's doing in recruiting and the transfer portal, and he got kind of mad. And he's like, not really that great, honestly, because we're not in the business of paying players, and that's what these players want is to be paid. Which, first of all, is just not true. They're paying players like every other school is, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, I would assume that they're giving him something.
And to say he's not doing good in recruiting, I mean, for 25, he's got the number one wide receiver, running back, and quarterback all committed.
Yeah, I wish I had the clip pulled up because it was kind of awkward. But, I mean, first of all, he's not saying anything different than a lot of coaches are saying. I mean, Dabo said the same thing, and a lot of other coaches have said the same thing. Like, we're not going to get in the business of bidding for players. If they want just money and not, everything else we're going to offer them, then they can, we just don't want them or whatever.
Well,
But
I hope that they keep that spirit up, though, because I don't want it to turn into that.
Yeah.
Those already has.
Well, I know it has, and that's what makes me sad about college
I
football.
know.
right now.
It makes me sad too, but
I mean,
more.
Okay, look, people have that argument. Do they deserve all this money? Well, because I know that they make a lot of money for the school, right? But the insane amounts that they're offering,
Well,
what's
listen,
the point?
The school's not paying them. And see, that's the thing. I'm all for, somebody going and get an endorsement deal because that's basically what NIL is. But the conversation is quickly going to either the schools or the conferences paying them. And I think they're more than fairly compensated from the schools already.
Yeah, well, they get a lot. Okay. And I know, yes, they can get hurt and all this stuff. But once you put all that money in front of them, they don't care anymore. It's not about school spirit. It's not about any of that stuff. It's only about how much can I get? How much can I make till I make even more money in the NFL? And it's almost like has nothing to do with college anymore. Might as well make them their own pro team, little tiny pro teams.
Well, I think that's exactly what Dabo said was going to happen. The professionalization of college athletics. And everyone, called him a hater and this and that. And
part of why I love LSU is because I went to the games. It's part of, it really is a school spirit too, and a state thing and all that. I don't mind other people coming from other states to play at our college. Right? That doesn't bother me. Like Joe Burrow, when he put that EAUX on his jersey, he became he's part of Louisiana's heart now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I loved that. And those days are over now. In literally one year, it just changed the face of college football in a way to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's what Brian Kelly said. It's not really that groundbreaking or anything. It's just
okay. I was just curious because I saw my boyfriend's name in the title. Not my boyfriend, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, and also if you get a chance to watch that interview, do it because he does his terrible Louisiana accent in that interview too.
He?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just been down there long enough where it's starting to sink in.
He won't refer to the LSU Tigers as the Tigers. He has to call them the Tigers, like Ed Orgeron did. He goes, so if you want to come to LSU and be a Tiger, we'll welcome you here, but we're not going to buy you. It's like, what?
Buy you. I love that.
Buy you. Yeah.
Tiger.
Tiger.
Look down on the bayou.
Look down in the bayou.
That is so fun. You know what's funny though? You had Ed Orgeron, who nobody could understand because his accent was too much, and then you get Brian Kelly, who doesn't have the accent, who tries it, and everybody clowns him. Like, we cannot win no matter what. It's like,
Well, no. The problem is Brian Kelly has an accent, but he's from fucking Boston.
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why.
It's a northern.
No,
He's from Boston trying to do a Cajun accent, and it just, I mean, it comes across as, you know, the whitest thing since mayonnaise on white bread.
Yeah, it's super awkward when he tries to talk like that.
And plus, a Boston accent and Louisiana accent do not mix.
Not really.
But you know what? I used to be always like, I wish Nick Saban never would have left LSU, right? We would have been where Alabama is, la, 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 la. Well, now that he's retired, I'm kind of glad we didn't, because we did it on our own too, with other coaches, but not like Alabama. But now they're like, oh shit, what's going to happen now? You know,
The
it
dark
could
ages.
just,
Yeah, Matt Dummer. You remember when he said, "I'm here with my family"? It's like, what? Family.
Family. Yeah.
my family. That's how he said it. Family.
God dang.
I've never heard family with 3 syllables before.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Is he still married or no? He got divorced.
I think he got divorced.
Yeah.
That happens,
I think
I
he
guess.
cheated.
He probably got mad at his wife. She probably sat him down and said, "Stop talking like that. You're embarrassing me."
It's, I don't know what it is about these coaches. Like, look what happened with Ed Orgeron. You know, he got all that fame, left his wife, then what's his face comes down to Louisiana and sees some of these southern hot women.
Yeah,
compared to what he was used to seeing.
Some shenanigans going on down there in the bayou, isn't there?
Midwestern women. You know,
Yeah.
he's like, whoa, where am I now? Whoa.
That's why I wanted to Baton Rouge. I was kidding. No, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
he's-
What is that on your avatar, Nate? Is that a car?
yeah.
Yes.
So then he starts wanting to get down in the bayou.
Yeah, get down in the bayou.
He wants to
I
get
mean, at least he
down.
hasn't gone. At least he hasn't gone like full Lane Kiffin, and he's chasing
That's
everything
true.
in a skirt.
Lane Kiffin's married.
Lane Kiffin.
He's yeah, I don't know.
Get
Yeah,
down.
Lane Kiffin's been married a few times.
Yeah, but you're insinuating that he's running around on his wife. I don't think there's any proof of that.
And plus,
Doesn't he always though?
There have been some rumors running around Ole Miss.
Yeah.
and plus,
And
He has a history of that though. Usually the history
Yeah.
follows. I mean, unless he's changed.
and
I mean, Lane Kiffin is much more mature than he used to be, but
well, I mean, yeah. Don't forget about the rumor that he slept with Saban's daughter. But
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I think somebody just made that up.
yeah, that was a rumor. Yeah.
it might not be
I've even heard some Alabama fans say it was true. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
I mean, the rumor is now
Search it up.
he opened up a shelter for unwed mothers and then filled it.
Oh, by the way, that car right there is a Bugatti Bolide.
Yeah, I think $1 million car.
Yeah, I searched up a random car to be honest. What was
So-
searched up? I don't know.
But TK, I'm glad to hear that you actually come around because at first you weren't going to go on the cruise. Now it sounds like you're definitely going to go.
Well, I'm definitely booking a room and I'm getting more excited. I will say that.
Yeah.
I've been watching, I subscribe to a few YouTube channels of people that are really addicted to cruising and their tips and all this. So I'm like learning all of it about it now. And I'm watching old episodes of The Love Boat. And there is a problem though with YouTube. Like last night, I watched some of my old DVDs of The Love Boat. Like I watched The Love Boat as a kid, but I still didn't want to go on a cruise. Okay,
Well, don't watch the Titanic then.
I did watch the Titanic. Maybe that's it. But
Implied.
Yeah, well, there are no icebergs in the Caribbean. So
No.
you're right.
but
Just
then
Atlantic, yeah.
But then I turn on my phone, I go into YouTube and they show me right away a video of those kind of those people that have to go and bring in the North the real tough seas, like in the perfect storm, they bring shit around. Yeah, the major sea storms and how.
But we're not going to go there though.
I know, Nate.
It's not hurricane season. That's not till later in the year.
Yeah.
Well, that's just the North Sea. They were talking, or some at North Atlantic Sea or something. And I know we're not going there.
Yeah, we're not going to the Arctic.
Show me that shit.
So the only thing you have to worry about is pirates and the Bermuda Triangle. That's it.
There are no pirates, but
well, okay, the pirates and the Bermuda Triangle.
You know of.
I'll search for Jack Sparrow.
So now I have to worry about who'll push me overboard. Is Celine going? No, I'm just kidding. Nobody's going to push me overboard.
No one's going to push you overboard.
Oh my God, the lady that went overboard on the stadium.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I don't know if that lady that you had on the phone is on that cruise. She might push you overboard.
She might push me overboard.
You should have a fight with her. No, I'm just kidding.
She's like, I said, and then she tried to tell me that this is just how it's just like how hotels work. And I said, but when I've booked hotels, if I'm by myself, they do charge me a cheaper price. She's like, no, they don't, man. Like, she's trying to tell me this stuff. I'm like, well, okay, whatever. Just, I said, I'll call back, because I didn't know what to do. And thank God I did that search for single rooms because they do have it. So
yeah, they do have it. Yeah.
I was under the impression that no cruise ships had this. I'm like, I don't understand that.
Now, they may not, of the rooms traveling pools got blocked off.
That's
there may not
what
be
I'm
any single
That I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. Cause I just didn't check that.
On the second, the second day is where we were already at the island, right?
Yeah, I think we sailed. Was it Friday?
Sails Friday at 3:30. We hit the Bahamas at 10 a.m. Saturday, and it leaves out 7 p.m. Saturday.
Well, I thought there's a day at sea though, right?
There is Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get back Monday morning.
Yeah, the entire Sunday is going to be at sea.
Okay, I'll go to the Gulf Chest and then.
Yeah, in the entire Friday also at sea, right?
Well, yeah.
That's true.
Well, yeah,
I just want to
you're not
swim with
getting on the boat until
dolphins.
3:30.
Yeah.
That's also pretty cool. I
Better
actually
be careful. Dolphins have been known to molest people.
Well, no, I don't want to be molested. I just want to swim with them.
and also they can be little bitches too.
There's risk with everything in life.
Yes.
Well, hopefully somebody would save me if that.
Well, I'm sure. I don't know for sure, but I'd be willing to bet that there probably is a dolphin swimming excursion in the Bahamas if that's what you want to do.
There is.
Yeah.
Well, I just remember when Lou went on his cruise. Remember back then, and he said he wasn't sure about it, and he ended up having a great time. And I just remember on Facebook, like he had a picture where they were with the dolphins, and it was cool. I'm like, oh, that would be cool. That was the coolest thing I saw. Like, I love that shit,
The only thing I disliked about the cruise, and this is something me and Lou agreed on, like, if the ship's half full, it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
If it's completely sold out, it's kind of crowded.
I have a feeling, y'all, it's going to be sold out because when I looked at the single rooms, there was like one left on this floor, one left on that floor. They're going to be.
Well, I mean, they know the Slob Olympics is going to be there, and they all want to come.
I guess so.
And
you know what?
What?
Well, you know what would be epic if they loved us so much that they built a cruise around it called Carnival Slob.
Yeah, well, we'd have to have 3,000 of our closest friends buy tickets on that. So.
Well, and plus they need to make
Carnival Slobs.
Yeah. Well, they need to make that ship that needs to happen.
Carnival Slob.
That needs to happen, right, Nate?
I think it needs to happen if we get that popular. But
I have a feeling one day we will go viral. I do have that feeling.
I do too. I mean, we might go viral this upcoming year or next year. I don't know.
Who is we?
That could happen?
Huh?
You don't think that could possibly happen?
Who's we?
We
like the slobs in general. One year I don't know, somebody.
Well, I don't know how the slobs would go viral. There's no slob YouTube channel, is there?
Well, no, but what I'm saying is, like, let's say at a slob Olympics, somebody does something so crazy that video goes viral, and then people learn about the slobs, and then more people come to the slobs, and it becomes a national thing, and then eventually becomes
well, you know what? You do bring up a good point. The video of you eating the donut, that might go viral if we posted it on the internet.
It would be like that Spice, whatever they call me. Everybody said I look like somebody Spice.
Ice Spice.
Ice Spice?
Ice Spice. So
I don't see that.
I'm not seeing that either.
It's the wig, but yeah.
It was the wig.
Oh.
You know, I actually think we might get like a big crowd. That I mean, maybe some don't give a shit on the ship, but
I mean, just get us on a news channel somewhere. Remember when we thought we could get on the news that but they were having that big thing instead. Yeah. They were having that other event in South Carolina.
Yeah, or Isle of Palms. Yeah,
we could have had that.
They were doing the beach bash.
And to think it all came from one person, BVD.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't need TV news stations covered. I'm fine, just the way it is.
Yeah, right. I'll be like,
I'm fine.
I'll have my glasses and wig on. I'm just kidding. I'm proud to be a slob.
You can have your glasses on, Pete, if you wanted to. If we, But anyways, I don't know if we might. I hope we get popular like TK said, but which is really possible. But
you never know.
Yeah, I never know. I mean,
more and more people learn about us.
I mean, imagine us be on Sports Center. Oof.
They tell people they know. They tell
sports.
People they
stop
know.
It. You now you're starting to sound stupid.
It's not impossible.
Listen, there have been some Sports Center top 10 worthy moments at the Slob Olympics.
Yeah. Look, just Slim being in that Miami outfit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is a group of college football fans that do this every year. What's this about?
They wouldn't be able to show Nate in his costume on TV. They'd have to put a little blob over it.
They'd have to blur it.
They'd
have to blur it out. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, I should probably wear I don't know, tight shorts underneath. I don't know.
They should have worn some boxers. Yeah.
I mean, I was wearing boxers, but
and he also should have gotten the large instead of the medium.
I wasn't large.
Yeah, then you should have got the extra large.
Curious.
Or an extra large, yeah.
Never mind. That's a dumb question. Never
should have worn the extra large. Yeah.
And hell, I mean, the Hooters outfit was a fucking woman's outfit. I mean, that kind of explodes more than the Wolverine costume.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Being there that much.
Oh well.
Did you use one of those things that tucks your thing in? I don't remember seeing a bulge back then. No, I'm just asking because, like, with the Wolverine one, it was way out there. But I don't remember seeing that in the Hooters. Do you?
No, Hooters, but yeah.
I don't know.
I never thought about it till now. That's all.
It wasn't hanging out in the Hooters outfit.
Well,
he was close a time or two to a wardrobe malfunction.
With the Hooters one?
No, with the Wolverine one.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Wardrobe.
Yeah, nothing could come out of that.
Listen, if his shorts had been any shorter, the FDA would have regulated him to wear a hairnet.
Oh God.
The FDA would have.
Nothing.
Well.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go throw up. Thank you. But seriously, I do have to end the show. So, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I think I get it. Okay, because Nate wasn't wearing a hairnet.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I have to start my shit so.
All
Great show, Pete.
right. See you later, Nate. Thanks for coming on, buddy. TK.
Thank you so much, Pete. I had a great time and love all of ya.
All right, girl. See you later.
Okay, bye.
All right, Vic. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Go study up on persnickety.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right, Slim. Have a good one, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. That's going to do it for me as well. I appreciate you guys tuning in for the midday show today. Again, tonight at 10 p.m., go check out Traveling Fool's channel. He's going to have that cruising expert guy on, YouTuber extraordinaire, to answer some questions for us and maybe get some advice, too, from a real pro cruiser. So see you all then. Have a great day.